Shalom Aleichem, dear congregants from Congregation B'nai Israel. At this time, I think it is essential to stay in touch with as many congregants as possible, and therefore I'm sending you this message, Erev Shabbat of Parashat Vayakhel Pekudei, double Parsha, as we end the book of Shmot, the book of Exodus. And I will commit to stay in touch with you so that we can interface periodically as best as possible. Before I continue, I want to thank our own Lanny Katzman, who is our resident videographer and photographer, for his yeoman work on behalf of our congregation all year through for all our special programs. How ironical it is, dear congregants, that right before the holiday of Pesach, when we remember the 10 plagues that took place thousands of years ago that affected Egyptian civilization, now we have our own modern day plague. And I'm concerned about isolation for you, our congregants, particularly those who are seniors, those who are confined to hospitals, nursing homes, and even your private homes. Just last week, I visited some 6-7 different congregants in hospitals, nursing homes, and even in private homes, and I apologize that at this time, obviously, it's impossible for me to see you in person, and I will try to reach out as best as possible, stay in touch at least by phone and by email. Today, new words have entered our lexicon of daily colloquial language, quickly becoming fast cliches, words that we never heard of before, like social distancing, face masks, quarantine. These are words that now come into our ears all the time, ad nauseum. And it is to me an eye-opener how quickly things in society can change. The internet and cell phones have gone from being considered by some to be ubiquitous to an absolute lifeline. How grateful we should be now for this amazing technology. Even sectors of the extreme right-wing Orthodox Judaism have urged their congregants to keep their cell phones on Shabbos and on Pesach, as it is a matter of life and death. How quickly our economy has gone from boom to gloom. And instead of urging everyone to disconnect, we are doing just the opposite by urging everyone to connect. To families who are cooped up at home, parents, children, grandparents, I would urge you to use this time as an opportunity. Use it to your advantage. Use it to spread positivity at home. Husbands and wives to reconnect. Parents and children to spend time together that we otherwise don't have because of our hectic lives. Promote Shalom Bayit, a great Jewish principle of a peaceful and stable home life between parents and children and families. Parents, take this time to teach your children home skills. As Judaism says, Ma sheya'aseh hazman, lo ya'aseh haseichel. What time can do, the mind cannot do. Urge your children to take time to read a book rather than just play on their phones and on the internet. If you have family and friends that you haven't been in touch with for a long time, maybe you had a faribble, you had a fallout, pick up the phone or send an email. It's time to put things right and do not dwell on family or friendly squabbles. I don't know what kind of holiday of Pesach any of us are going to have, as the situation is changing daily, but I urge everyone to have a Seder, even if you have to stay home and do a small Seder in a little group of less than 10 people with family and friends, if you don't have the opportunity to travel. If this is the first time that you yourself are doing your own Seder, contact me if you need help. I have a wonderful model Seder we use for our religious school. It is short and it includes all 14 points in the order of the Seder, and I think you'll find it helpful, and I'll gladly make copies available to you. If you need to say Kaddish, if you want to say Yizkar, the last day of Pesach, if you have Yortzeit, contact me. I will make arrangements to meet with you privately, and we'll have our own private Yizkar and be able to say some Tehillim, some Psalms, and a memorial prayer together. My dear congregants, I've tried to make the benchmark of my cantorate at B'nai Israel during these past approximately 9 years that I've been in Toledo, to make our congregation warm, caring, kind, compassionate. And I must tell you how gratified I am that many congregants have reached out to me to offer help to those who are homebound. Anything you need home delivery of groceries, you need food, whatever it is you need, let me know. And we have congregants that are willing to help, and I thank them. Our wonderful office staff, from Chuck to Rhoda, to Kim, to Gabby, to Larry, they all joined me in being available for whatever your needs are. Please reach out to us. Our office is open and up and running every day. This, my friends, is what a true synagogue, a true shul, a true congregation is. As it says in the double parshas, Vayakhel and Pekude. Kol asher nesa'o libo. Everyone whose heart was uplifted participated in the establishment of the Mishkan, of the tabernacle, during the 40 years that our people wandered in the desert. And this Mishkan, this tabernacle, is the predecessor of what our contemporary synagogue looks like. A real Mishkan, a real dwelling place of God's presence. And by us all coming together and offering to help each other, we could make our congregation what it really should be. For those who are in any position to give more tzedakah, give more tzedakah. There are going to be plenty of people in need. For those of you who are at home, who are looking for things to do, I urge you, be more Jewish. Put on tefillin, take a prayer book, take a siddur, daven, say the Shema, reach out to each other. Restaurants are battling, purchase gift cards to use later in the hope that these restaurants will still be in business. And remember, together as a warm and caring congregation and community, Anachnu nitgaber. We'll all get over this and emerge stronger and better than ever. I wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful Shabbat.